What do you make of Damian Lillard's shooting start? He made some threes. He made some threes in the third quarter. Like, he had 11 points in the third quarter, hit 3 threes, and it felt like, oh, Dame's back. But it's like, that's not back. He was still 6 of 22. What do you make of his shooting start?
Yeah. I think it's a combination of things, but I really think at the crux of it is he's trying to be a really good team player, and he's trying to operate Chauncey Billups's offense the way the coach wants it, and that means sharing the ball and getting people moving. And I think he's really trying to embrace that, and as a result, it's his game is suffering a little bit. But also, I think he's just missing shots. I mean, it happens. It happens to NBA players, even the greatest players. So, and then I think probably too, it's starting to enter his mind. I don't think it was, a factor after he went 0 for 9 in the opener. But I think by now, 4 games in, and whatever he is, from 3-point range, I think he's like 6 for 30 something.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a little bit in his mind. But again, I don't think he's hurt. I've talked to people around him. He did have a hand issue about a week, 10 days ago, but I think that's cleared up. His abdominal, he has been very upfront about that. Yeah, he hurt it during the Olympics. But he felt as good as he's ever felt in a while in training camp. And then, Tuesday before the Memphis game, he was asked directly, like, "Are you injured? Do you feel all right?" And he's like, "I'm fine." So he's not making any excuses there. But I really think, though, it's all centered around, Chauncey has made this big deal that it's not going to be the Dame and CJ show. We're not doing the ISOs and all that. We want ball movement, player movement. And I think Dame is really trying to run that to a T. And he hasn't found that balance yet of being the aggressive point guard that he usually was and running the offense. But I think it'll come.
Yeah, I thought actually after last night's game, for the first time, he kind of mentioned like, well, when you're in a shooting stretch like I am, you just need to see the ball go in. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
so it's getting to you in a way that he was like, I'm not going to, after game 1, he's like, it won't bother me. It's not going to be a thing that drags on. And now that he's missed some shots for a couple days, he's like, yeah, I'd like to make a couple of these. Like, it's
Yeah.
normal. It's like, everyone wants to do better at their job.